All right. Thank you very much. Hi, this is Twisted Granny Tarot. Thanks for joining me tonight. This reading is for people who are designated as cancers. That's like June 20th to July 20th, something around in there. And remember that tarot readings are full of ideas that may happen. They're opportunities that may occur, but they may not occur, because all it is the ability to foresee some situations that may come to life. And what? And please be kind to yourself. Okay? All right. Now, the reason I like to use an astrology diagram is because we can get so much information out of this circle. Because this pie and these 12 slices in it, looks like a huge giant pie from Costco, right? And it gives, we're going to lay a little card on each one of these categories. Second house is your money. Fourth house is your home. Fifth house is romance. Seventh house, marriage partnerships and business partnerships. So see, we're going to get a lot of information out of 20 minutes here. Okay? Love you, mean it. And having said that, I got a new deck. And so I'm not quite as familiar with it as I would like to be. So sometimes I have to cheat because the pictures on a new deck don't always look like standard Rider-Waite tarot pictures. All right. And in the meantime, here I have yet again this lovely, if y'all are into trivia or little known and less cared for facts, yeah, that's what it is. So this calendar is called A Year in a Day, and this is for 2025. And the man who publishes this does research on various religious communities from thousands of years ago. Just keeps us in case we're interested in it, and I am. I don't know why. I just like to be able to pick and choose what I want to believe in. Okay? Okay. What do we got here? What? I don't even know what this means. But on August 26th, the expunction of Hermes. I need to look up the word expunction. The day where alchemical texts were burned. And alchemists expelled from Egypt in 292. Well, now think about alchemy. That's putting together a lot of different ingredients and expecting to get gold at the end of the conveyor belt. That I don't know if anybody. They're trying to make Bitcoin like that, aren't they? Does that sound like a Bitcoin to you? Anyway, also on the 26th, it says Day of Ilmatar, Ilmatar, or Luonnotar, Water Mother of Finland. So Finland has its own goddess of water, and her name is unpronounceable. But I don't know. I just love Scandinavian mythology, and although Finnish people are not totally considered Scandinavian, they're good enough for me, okay? All right, so now we are going to go to make this into a circle. We got, wait a minute. Let's have a little magic here. Okay, first house, the 8 of Cups, Cancer, the 8 of Cups. So we have here 8 cups in this cabinet next to the window. Looks like it's snowing. The stars are out. And guess what? This pagan magician right here is leaving. So the 8 of Cups is always a person turning around and leaving. So what's going on, kiddos? You want to leave. You want to be elsewhere, and you're making plans to leave. So even though you may not have left yet, you are making plans to leave. That doesn't mean you're going far away. That doesn't mean you're going to leave your kids, your husband, your mother. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means you're making plans to exist elsewhere, either in your mind or in a real life situation. Second house is your money. Wow, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles are money. I mean, look at it. That's a darn big coin right there, right? And she's the queen. Now, because she's the face card, I'm going to put a modifier on top, and this is, the Five of Cups, and she's not happy in there, is she? She's having a bad day. Okay, now because this does not look, okay, so I know she's in grief. What? Five of Cups. Oh, okay, the Five of Cups in a regular deck shows us, well, here I see them now. There are actually 5 cups on this card. 1, 2, 3, they're all spilled over. And this person right here, the subject here, is brokenhearted over the accident that happened with these cups. Now, in the back though, she still has 2 cups left. So let's pretend she inherited 5 silver or crystal wine glasses from her grandmother. And somebody dropped the tray and 3 of them are broken. Well, you know what? These 2, whoopsie, are still alive and well, and they are still active. So the thing is that in order to restore her joy, she needs to remember that she still has 2 of these. So she could be happy about this. She could be happy that she still has 2 left, but she'd rather feel miserable about the 3 that are on the ground. Now, what do you suppose that's telling the people upstairs who are looking down on us? Oh, you like busted cups. Let's give her some more. And anything else that make her unhappy, we'll just do that. That's how it works, folks. If you think about bad stuff, maybe this is bad enough for us all to cry over. However, at some point, you have to stop bawling and pick up your skirts and walk off. Okay? Isn't there a famous scene in like Gone with the Wind about her picking up and taking off? 1, 2, 3. 3 is your house of, wow, communication. And who's in charge of the communication in your life? Actually, according to this, makes me think that the person who's watching this now, who is a Cancer or has several Cancer planets, is helping you to achieve greater seriousness, because this guy's like the Pope. So you have your fun, and when and you talk, and talk with your friends and tell jokes and have a good time. However, is there something that's going on with you that's making you rethink your speech so that you can achieve a greater degree of spiritual awareness? Because I'll tell you why. Because some people who aren't particularly spiritually aware and may have had a terrible childhood don't bother doing any of that. So they may continue to have disappointing lives. However, if people out there today can see that this Pope wants people to speak in terms that will bring them more of what they want and be kind to people and to bring your friends to the watering hole, so to speak, of spiritual enlightenment, why wouldn't you want to do that? Because this person wants to do that. Because you will get more of what you want if you do that. Okay, 4th house is your home. Oh my God, look. Holy moly. The lovers. So apparently, well, somebody's leaving, but I think you're just leaving somewhere in your mind. Let's go back to that, but you're staying with your lover, and you like it that way. Okay, 5th house is romance and creativity. And we got this 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is about making decisions about how to proceed. Hang on. It's about, this doesn't look anything like the picture in this, the standard picture. The standard picture is a man on the side of the ocean. He's looking down at the sea, and there are three sailing ships going by. He has three rods standing up next to him, and he's making plans for the riches that are going to come off of those ships and into the harbor that he will then store in warehouses and sell to individual people. Now, what this woman looks like, actually, she looks to me like that um, congresswoman, I think she is. She's got black hair and she's from Massachusetts. And she has blue stripes one day and purple stripes the next day. I love her. Anyway, so this person here is doing the same thing as that guy who's watching his ships come in. Because these items in this card are her tools that she's going to use to bring her a greater degree of financial freedom and a greater degree of notoriety. And that's what she wants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is, oh, and this is creativity. So actually, I think that you have a bunches and bunches and bunches of money making ideas. And you need a better outlet. How about that? You need a better outlet to allow them to happen. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 of swords in the 6th house. What the world? Okay, gotta go back to this because it doesn't look like the regular one. 5 of swords. What? Oh my goodness. Well, this is certainly more fearful or bloody than the card that's in a regular deck. But what this means is this person, oh, this is the main character here, but he has just killed this person, and he's fixing to kill this person, and it has to do. See, he's taken 3 swords home. It has to do with being able to, even in a bad situation, learn from it. And if you have to take those weapons home so that you're prepared to use them in another situation, it was just more information that you needed to learn in order to shore yourself up. Because heaven knows when that's going to happen again. Okay? All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 7, 7, 7. 7 come 11. Is that how they say it? So this is, oh my God, marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Look, this is happy, happy, happy. Look, this is happy, happy, happy. How did you get so lucky? How did you get so lucky? God bless you, baby. God is blessed. Congratulations. And you don't necessarily want to have to behave like this, but you will draw blood if you have to. Once you get past the point of no return, okay? That's what I think I need to redo that. Okay, 8th house is money from other people. Oh my God, now we got the hanged man. Okay, the hanged man is actually a representation of the god Odin, who is a Scandinavian god, and he made a lot of mistakes in his life, and he paid dearly for them. And he knew that he needed to be able to see the world through a different lens, at a different angle, you know. So he plucked out his own eye and he hung himself upside down in a tree. Upside down in a tree. So that he could see the world from a different angle. Well, you know, the upside down, that's Stranger Things, right? Which I loved. But anyway, so if this person, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8th house of money from other people is, well, all right. 8th house is money from other people. Money from other people means income tax checks, inheritance checks, insurance checks, lawsuit checks, those kinds of things. So we got a man here, those upside down. And this has to do with a chunk of money that you may get, because, well, I'll tell you why. Because if it's a major arcana card, which it is, and it's right next to another major arcana card, then it's likely that there will be, at some point in your life, a windfall of some cash. Now, I don't even know what that, I can't imagine it right now because it's so far in the future. I can't predict it. So if I could see a vision, I would tell you. Okay, the Hanged Man, he's upside down. And this isn't the money from other people. So are you thinking about how to get money from other people? Maybe you are. And if you have a job where you're, well, where you never get a bonus, because money from other people means unearned income. It just means unearned. You didn't earn it, it's a bonus check. Okay? So maybe you're going to get a bonus check, maybe you're not. But there's something going on that makes you feel like you may have one in the works. Otherwise, why would this be here? This is a major card. So we can just ask you, well, to hold on like the Hanged Man, okay? Just hold on like the Hanged Man, because that's what he's doing. Hanging on, waiting for signals about more money. And you're willing to suffer for it, because this is not a picnic right here upside down. You're willing to wait and maneuver for it and enhance your own ability to attract it, maybe at the expense of somebody else. But the beneficiary is the beneficiary, and the person who's given the gift is giving it to who they want it to go, he or she wants it to go to. Okay, so now we got 8, 9, 9th house, right, is, wait a minute, philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. So on this, this is a family generational happiness card and contentment. Wait a minute, 8, 9. And so, because there's 10 cups, 10 pentacles all the way down this tree. And here they are, love and happiness. And here's Grandpa and the kids. And he's climbing like the beanstalk. You go see, this is Jack, he's going up the beanstalk. And so if it's philosophy and religion, those are topics that I believe you may be willing to be patient with their delivery. Because people, when they're young, they got houses to pay for, they got kids to take care of, they have a lot of reasons to use their money. And if they're able to put some money away so that when they're retired, they can travel. Now, if you could travel before you get before you retire, go ahead. If it doesn't hurt your overall income. Because you want to do this desperately. You do. Philosophy, we all know, we could look up the meaning of philosophy if we wanted to. But most of us don't ever study it. And I don't know what, I ran across somebody who said she was a philosophy historian. She studies the history of philosophy. What do you do with that? What do you do with that? I wish somebody would call me back and tell me, or write me in the comments down below. So there's just time for you to contemplate that. And because of this kind of card and because of where it is, I think you're diligently, maybe you don't feel diligently because you might like to put $1,000 a month in the bank for that instead of 100 or 50 or whatever it is. But you are going to achieve that. Now, how, to what degree, I don't know yet. It's up to you, isn't it? There's still time. Okay, 10th house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This, oh my God, we got a conflict in your career. What? You hate your job? You got a great home life? You got a great boyfriend? You're really smart? And we have a conflict. So if the boss is driving you crazy, ponder that. And if you feel like there are more fish to fry elsewhere, contemplate that. Unless it's a conflict with the head monkey mucks at work. because it could be a conflict with the muckety mucks at work, which makes the employees feel insecure. And the muckety mucks, they don't want people to be insecure, even if they hate each other. Oh. So I hope whatever's going on in your career is significantly smothered. Okay. 11th house. Okay. 11th house is long-term plans. Long-term plans. And friendships with people you used to work with. So we got the chariot here. Now this is a chariot. This is horses. There's one person driving the chariot. That would be you. But this horse wants to go this way. Oh, a dragon, excuse me. And this dragon wants to go that way. So the dragons kind of have a mind of their own. And they might run away with the driver. So be prepared to remain in charge. Okay? When it comes to comparing things. I'll tell you why, because you may already be on the verge of quitting this job, and these people are making it a lot easier for you to make up your mind to quit the job. And that means you got a choice, right? Remember, it's long-term plans and friends from previous employers. Now, if lots of people recommend that when a person is looking for a job, they call their friends. Say, hey, I miss you. We worked at so-and-so together. How you doing? Okay, and what kind of work are you doing? Okay, and do they need a blah, blah there? Because I might need to go talk to them. Because then the job seeker becomes a referral and not just somebody stone cold off the street. They have a friend, they have your friend in there to talk about how wonderful you are. So, hence the two decisions. It could be stay and live through the yucky poo, or leave and go into unknown yucky poo. So I'm going to leave that with you and let you decide what you ought to do about it. Okay, 12th house is, oh my God, it's the Knight of Wands. What you think about when you go to sleep at night. Oh, well, at night, you're in a hurry. At night, it makes me think you lay there in the bed at night thinking to yourself, I got to get out of here. I got to leave that place where I work. I can't stand it anymore. I got to go. That's what this looks like to me. Or B, it could be some other kind of anxiety. Here I have to run there. My mother's in the hospital. My kids are sick. My husband's not. Blah, blah, blah. All kinds of things that are making your mind go zing, 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 zing. So, see, one of those two. Then we have the modifier on that, which is the star. And baby girl, or baby boy, some of these things that keep you awake at night have to do with the way people treat each other. Because this star card, remember when the age of Aquarius was supposed to start? And Aquarius has to do with, equality. And equal pay for equal work. Oh my God, what a concept. And this, and shoes for everybody. I was watching television today, and somebody on the screen said, well, I don't want to buy a box of pencils for them. Well, it's a box of pencils, and their mom and dad can't do it. I'm not doing it for them. But it's not the kid's fault. Okay, it's not the kid's fault. And it might be that mom and dad are working 2 or 3 jobs, and they're never home. Or B, what some people want to believe is that those parents are deficient in their raising of children. Well, maybe they're doing the best they can. I don't know. All I know is everybody needs shoes. Everybody needs paper. Everybody needs a coat. Everybody needs to be able to go to school and not be ashamed and be able to eat. So I'm glad you have this card because there are lots of people in this world, in this country right now, that need it more, just as much as a third world country. Okay, Oh my goodness. Now we have, this is the card that kind of covers all the other cards. I mean, you got to go through this King of Cups to get to the other cards. And so, because that's oh my God, look at here. Well, you know what, kids? In spite of, this is a kind and loving person. And if you ruled the world, people would be kind and loving to each other. And they would have shoes and boots and food. And they would have the ability to travel. And they would have a wonderful marriage. And they would have a happy home. So a lot of things you have, you're taken very good care of. And you see situations that need improvement. And you may be able to improve situations little by little as you live through your life, and you will be, and people will be grateful for it and will be glad you're there. So kids, you know, this is a really good horoscope for July babies. Now, the other astrologers say, well, we're on the verge of getting money, getting some kind of big money. I don't know what it is. I'm waiting because I got Cancer rising and I don't see any checks being delivered to my house. So I just have to keep telling, it's coming. It's coming. So you say the same thing. Money's coming. The money's coming. The money's coming. Okay? So thanks for staying with me tonight. It was very interesting to read your cards, and I really appreciate the time you spent. So please like and subscribe. Put your whatever you think about this in the comments, and I'll see if I want to comply. Sorry. Anyway, love you, mean it.